So let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So this episode was rather silly. And silly, I mean the silly stuff y'all put in this episode to try to make this episode entertaining. It was entertaining. Some of the parts I didn't get, some of the parts I wish I would have kept, and some of the parts I'm just scratching my head. Like, for instance, okay, we understand that Kristen lost a baby. Somehow she ended up killing Haley. Somehow she ended up running away again in Europe, running to a convent where Lonnie is. Now we got Kristen being the motherly angel she is, or not, got her, Guy and Lonnie into the right place, giving Lonnie advice. Is this what we doing nowadays? Kristen, of all people, the devil's daughter, daughter. We got her giving somebody else advice. Kristen DeMera. Okay, let's run with that. Let's have fun with that. When I can't much keep a straight face with that. When y'all got Kristen, of all people, giving Lonnie prize advice. And she knows she lying about something. She just won't tell her what she lying about. And somehow, some reason, they didn't been there long enough to finally get into the fold with everybody else. And we got Kristen trying to tell her what's weighing heavily on her mind, but she can get in or whatever. Like, okay. First of all, we know Kristen killed Kaylee. We know JJ mad about this a year later. We know he popping pills. We know Brady's still struggling with addiction, with his alcohol. We know that he's not drinking. Going along with the whole what's her name? The Polly Pocket storyline, and Brady somehow trying to help JJ and help him out with his addiction, even though he don't want Brady advice. And then we got Kristen. All of a sudden, she was once Brady crazy. Now all of a sudden, she didn't calm down. Now she said, and now she didn't figure out that ever since this didn't happen, ever since I done lost the baby, ever since I done killed Haley, I'm no longer interested in going out there in the real world. I'm gonna stay here and be holier than thou all of a sudden and help others where I messed up at. I guess that's what we going up with the Christian storyline. But yeah, the part that threw me off was Kristen the one trying to help Lonnie out of all people, even though it should be the other way around. I think Lonnie will be better off teaching Kristen besides Kristen teaching Lonnie. But we gonna go along with y'all little silly storyline. Then to top it all off, Miss Devil Gabby, we got her and Eli together a year later. He's still struggling with the loss of his child. He's still wondering a year later why Lonnie left him at the altar and why Lonnie broke him down like this. We got him and Lonnie dating, having sex, playing around still a year later with Julie Hard that she gave with Stephen Hard that Gabby gave to Julie, even though it was an accident. You would think a year later that app would have expired or something, but clearly it haven't. So we got her and Eli out there having sex. She touched the app, and the app went going off and playing with Julie Hart again, got it beaten off fast. And then we got Eli and Gabby up here investigating Chad for God knows what. But okay, I have answers. I have questions. Okay, a year later. Okay, Gabby, I'm getting. She ain't know but the whole Stephen thing. No way. Now all of a sudden she okay and content with being with Eli. Eli still wondering where did he go wrong with Lonnie. Gabby basically trying to stop him with talking about Lonnie. But like, what is going on here? Gabby and Eli together again. Julie okay with Gabby dating Eli. She likes Gabby all of a sudden. Gabby being friendly and nice with Julie all of a sudden. Then on top of it, a year later after the hospital and the pacemaker, Doug then redid Doug's place and named it Julie's place. That restaurant looked good. Y'all need to keep that design for Julie's place. That looked like a high class, first class, a very expensive restaurant. And look, I love Julie's place. Y'all need to keep the name and keep everything in there. Julie's place look good. Y'all need to keep that as is. What I'm surprised and shocked about the whole situation is that Julie all of a sudden okay with Gabby dating Eli, even though she probably still hate Gabby down, even though she still hate Gabby, she just covering up and playing nice cause she do owe Gabby her life because if it wasn't for Stephanie's heart, she'll be dead by now. Poor thing, we already about lost her anyway, so I'm guessing she grateful. I'm guessing she got over it, even though we know Julie don't really get over things. When mad they come, all that hatred and all that hatred and all that stuff she once said about Gabby might pop up again and come back at Gabby. But right now she loving Gabby, she liking Gabby, hugging Gabby. Okay with Lonnie, okay with Gabby dating Eli. Okay, that's enough of that ridiculous storyline. But okay, that like that storyline, y'all gonna have to give me a little bit more. Y'all gonna have to give me a little bit more with that whole Eli and Lonnie and Kristen and the Gabi and Eli and investigating Chad storyline. Cause as of now, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm scratching my head. I'm drawing a blank. Can we get back to Will and whoever Will killed to land himself in prison? That's what I'm dying to know. When this sweet old innocent Will all of a sudden become a killer and decide to kill somebody all of a sudden. That's what I'm waiting to hear. But let's go ahead and move along. Now, the other storyline that's throwing me for a loop, I'm wondering what's going on. How could this happen? When did this happen? That's kind of nasty. But okay, if y'all want to play with the incest line, the kind of, we sort of related, but not really. But we know each other families. Kayla and Mr. Ivy Lee Justin. Where did that come from? How did that happen? And when did Adrian die? Did cancer finally catch her? Or if y'all playing around with Kayla and Justin dating all of a sudden? Cause as far as I'm concerned, Jack and Adrian are sister. Jack and Adrian are brothers and sisters. Justin a part of that family. Either way you slice it, he a Kyriakis whore in a part of that family. When did Kayla Johnson finally get over Steve long enough to start dating anybody? And her new boo she got all of a sudden that we didn't know who she was dating until the end. So how did that happen? Why did that happen? And isn't that kind of nasty? Cause if you think about it, either way you look at it, either way you slice it, Justin and Steve, well, yeah, Justin, Steve, well, Kariakis, Horton, Johnson, they all mix up and they all related somehow. So when we started touching blood relatives, I mean really blood relatives and blood cousins, Nowadays, y'all getting sick with these storylines and these cousins and relatives and brother-in-law and sister-in-law and all that day. And now y'all just playing too much. Now y'all doing entirely too much. First of all, can we get a how can we get how Adrian died at least? Can we get how Justin finally got over Adrian? Cause you knew the only person he wanted to date was Adrian and marry. He didn't marry her 500,000 times. Now all of a sudden he started dating. Well, he dating Kayla all of a sudden. And when did Kayla ever give up on Steve? The last time we checked and the last time we heard, he was getting out of prison. Even though we know Steve is officially gone, the actor that plays him is officially gone. I guess y'all went ahead and wrote him on off, even if it don't make any sense. And all of a sudden, Kayla got a new love interest, somebody that can be a close relative to her. We gonna move along before I start to get sick. Another storyline that threw me for a loop. Another storyline that never should have happened and never should have made it. When did John ever, ever get over Marlena? And when have John ever not run behind Marlena, even if that means she had to go over country? You know what? We just gonna go ahead and chop that on down too. John, how many secret missions did you go on where they couldn't contact you, they couldn't email you, they couldn't video chat you? You don't know how long you was gonna be gone. All I know is I had an hour to enjoy you before you get an hour to enjoy you before you went going on to some secret little mission that the ISA wanted you to go on. Your second wife. So, all of a sudden, the roles are reversed. There is no longer John going on secret missions. Now we got Marlena going on secret missions. Somebody offered her a boatload of money, and she went running towards the money. Besides staying here with her love John, where Princess Gina comes into play and trying to get John, trying to seduce John, even with the wine falling on her shirt. So when did this ever happen? When did we start switching roles? When did Marlena ever decided she want to go and do some little secret job, some secret mission where you can't contact her, no video chat, no emails. All y'all got to talk. The only way y'all can communicate is via the United States Postal Service. Really? That's what we doing now. So all of a sudden, Marlena getting John back. And now all of a sudden, he doing things with Princess Gina that John and Marlena never did before. Like sit there and talk, have conversations, have fancy meals. The last time we saw John, he was up there to the Brady pub up there ordering takeout. So when did takeout return? When did takeout go to a fancy meal where Princess Gina cooked a fancy meal and they sit up there talking, having a conversation, talking about when the last time they had sex. They both lonely, they both technically single. Hope House them, and when did Hope House ever flood? Don't Hope got some money? Ain't Hope rich? So you mean to tell me Hope went from a nice, well, we ain't seen Hope House in forever. Y'all remember the days, well, back in the day when we used to see Hope House? When Sierra, that boy that tried to kill Aiden's son and all that. Remember when we used to see Hope House all of a sudden? And now all of a sudden she got a house and it then flooded, and now she got to stay with John, and John enjoying her company. Now Princess Gina trying to get all close to John, trying to seduce John by spilling wine all over her blouse. Then about to get all naked in the house, and that's when Marlena somehow popped up somewhere. So I'm guessing if I could uncover these clues that y'all didn't give us, Princess Gina must had must have must have or must have tied Marlena up somewhere, and she was using this time while Marlena was busy at the moment to try to seduce John, to try to get John back. Her one and only love that Princess Gina got, even though she loves Stefano, but she want John all of a sudden. So I'm guessing that's how that played out, because I'm not understanding this. How she had all this time with John, how she almost got in John pants, how she told John she only the only time, well, not the only time. What did she say? The only man I've been with was Rave, and after Rave, that was it. So I'm lonely. I want some loving. I'm ready to get busy when you ready to get busy. John looked like he holding on to his vows and won't cheat on Marlena. But Princess Gina is really pushing it and trying it. She gonna try to get John by any means necessary. Well, that plan got busted when Marlena came busted up in there and asked what's going on here. So you didn't have her tied up too hard, I guess, Princess Gina, cause she didn't got her loose and came running back home. And if Marlena was right around the corner, why are y'all sending each other letters in the mail? Y'all got to do better with this storyline. Like, y'all leaving a lot of unopened windows. Y'all leaving places where you show us stuff, but then I can jump into that and add what I want to add and take away what I want to take away from it. Hopefully it start to make more sense. But I ain't understanding how they said she was gone on a secret mission. You can't contact her. The only way y'all can communicate is via the UPS or the USPS. And Gina getting y'all letters, ripping them up and putting them in some little portfolio, her purse, or whatever that is. Well, y'all can't keep in contact with each other. So I'm guessing Marlena snuck up on them and she was coming home to surprise John, which I'm surprised that John actually let Marlena leave and didn't go with her. Cause really ain't nothing really keeping John in Salem. He could have went right along with Marlena, but I'm guessing he had other plans. I'm guessing, so that didn't work out the way it was supposed to. So what's going on here? We have to wait and see how that go along. What else you got to talk about? That's about it, wasn't it? The Princess Gina, the Lonnie and Kristen, the JJ thing. We already no, yeah, the JJ thing. So how did Kristen ended up killing Haley of all people? Why would she want to hurt JJ or Lonnie unless that adds up to they was trying to save the baby, and you know how Kristen is. She want to blame anybody and everybody besides herself. So I'm guessing they was trying to save the baby. Somehow the baby ended up dying, and I'm guessing she pointing her fingers at Haley. So that's why she ended up killing her. That's the only way that make any sense, because I don't see her hurting Haley. And normally, Kristen go after the people that she feel like they did her wrong, or she only go after the people that she feel done her wrong. So that's the only way I can determine that. That's the only way I can see her killing Haley. Other than that, I'm confused. But that's about all I want to talk about, y'all. Um Can't wait to see what happens on next week and see can we get some understanding here and where Marlena been all this time and what little secret mission she had that John didn't go with her and like what John doing in Salem anyways? Nothing. So why didn't he follow Marlena? Like he could have been in a hotel room somewhere, like somewhere nearby her. I mean, close by her. Even if he had to camp out by the place she was working, like I'll wait till I'll wait the next week to figure that out. But it don't make sense. Well, we'll figure it out. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good weekend. Bye.